evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
And I'm Whitney Ward. We're glad you're here. More than a month after devastating wildfires tore through Spokane County, an elk man is back home after getting injured in the Oregon road fire.
He lost everything in the fire, but is grateful that everyone he knows got out alive. KREM 2's Nathan Hyun met up with him today to ask about his recovery. Nathan?
Well, we first covered Justin Knutson's story in August. His burns from the Oregon road fire were so bad, he had to be flown to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. He's now back home and putting his life back together. This is what Justin Knutson looked like in a Seattle hospital days after saving his neighbors during the Oregon road fire.
It's been definitely one of the most wildest experiences of my life.
As flames devoured his home, Justin ran to his neighbors telling them to evacuate. But on his way out, Justin suffered the worst of it. He stayed in a Seattle hospital for
just over 3 weeks and then been kind of back and forth to the hospital.
second-degree burns on 30% of his body.
Now it's just about trying to stretch and keep mobility with both arms.
It's only been a month and a half since that fateful day, but he's persevered.
We're not materialistic people, so we didn't lose anybody that day, so everything's good. Here, I'll help.
Justin and his family are now picking up the pieces.
Come on, we'll go put them on the deck. Come on.
For the first time since the devastating fire,
Come here.
his family is moving into a temporary space.
It'll be a long process, but it's nice to be able to have our own place again.
Bandages still on his arms and legs are a solemn reminder.
Okay, lead the way, buddy. I get angry at myself because I don't have the grip anymore that I used to have.
Of the day his life changed forever.
Turn it off? Okay. Turn this next one off too.
But to be with his family is,
It's a huge blessing to see them again.
and even though Justin is still in recovery,
It's really tight to the...
he's shifting his attention to helping others.
And the community has been awesome for help with our family, donations and everything. And so it's, you gotta always pay it forward.
A long journey ahead, but at his new home, a silver lining.
8 years since we've been able to even order delivery. So it'll be nice to order delivery pizza.
Now Justin tells me the process to rebuild his home in Elk is already underway. The hope is to get back on their Elk property within the next 2 years. In the studio, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.
All right, Nathan, thank you very much. And looking ahead, burn ban restrictions in Spokane County will be lifted tomorrow. They've been in place since late June. So starting tomorrow, all outdoor recreational fires, backyard barbecues, and fire pits will again be allowed in Spokane County.
We continue with brand new details tonight about what caused last year's deadly float plane crash that killed Spokane activist Sandy Williams, her partner Patricia Hicks, and 8 others.
After nearly 13 months of investigating, the NTSB has issued its official 59-page report that includes the probable cause for the crash.
Kristen Goodwillie from our Seattle sister station has been digging through those documents. She has the very latest tonight.
After nearly 13 months of investigating,
this has been a tremendous effort and a very, very exhaustive report and research project by the NTSB.
The NTSB says the in-flight unthreading of the clamp nut from the horizontal stabilizer trim actuator barrel due to a missing lock ring rendered the DHC-3 Otter uncontrollable.
Something happened along the way here, and that something led to the loss of this airplane. There was nothing the crew could do.
Aviation analyst John Nance says this was a preventable problem.
One of the reasons the NTSB put this much effort into this report was because one of the questions always is, how do we make sure this never happens again? This was something that could have been prevented, but all the details of why and how are wrapped up in how this part was put together and how it was maintained.
According to the report, a clamp nut unscrewed from its barrel because there was no lock ring to hold it together. Maintenance had installed a moisture seal to the horizontal stabilizer actuator, which went against manufacturing procedures, which led to the increased friction.
That was Kristen Goodwillie reporting. The NTSB made several safety recommendations as well, including implementing a secondary safety feature that other float planes do use.
And we will have more of those details coming up tonight on KREM 2 News at 6.
Moving on to a traffic alert for you tonight. Construction projects on 2 major bridges in Spokane are causing long backups and headaches for drivers just trying to get across the Spokane River.
KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk is joining us now live from the storm tracker, showing where those backups are right now. So Kyle, what's it like out there?
Well, yeah, Whitney, so we're on Monroe Street right now. It's actually in a lot better shape than when I was down here around 2:30. That's when you had a lot of kids going home from school. But right now, the adults trying to get home from work, trying to find a way across the river now that Maple is shut down for that construction. We know that both southbound lanes of Maple are closed, and the city just told us they will be for at least another week. Right now, you have one northbound lane open on Maple. But quite a few people are trying to take Monroe to cut across the river. The city telling them to find an alternate route, perhaps Washington Street. We did drive northbound on Washington Street. We started to see it sort of bottle up near 2nd, but going south on Washington, that's going to save you some time. Yeah, you're going to have to go over a little bit on Maxwell, but it's going to save you up to 10 minutes. Mark and Whitney.
Yeah, good idea, Kyle. Thank you very much. And a heads up for travelers, the Spokane International Airport's Flint Road will be closed intermittently today and tomorrow.
Crews will be paving at both intersections, as you see right there on your screen right there. McFarlane Road will still be accessible via the parking access road, and the rental car area will be available through Airport Drive. Drivers are urged to slow down and make sure they watch as they go through the construction zone.
All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk weather now because it is beautiful out there. We've got our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo.
Yeah, Jeremy, we're looking at a beautiful stretch of weather into the weekend. What else can you tell us?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Good talk.
Well, that's enough.
Oh, no, I've got details. I've got the inner workings of it.
Uh-oh.
I got a job security, man. I just got to make sure like people need me.
We need you.
I hope.
Debatable.
Well, that doesn't sum up my life. 72 degrees right now, dew point of 44 means it is about as perfect as it gets. Room temp outside with a room temp amount of light. We had more sun today than we did yesterday, and we'll have more sun tomorrow than we did today. And that's all thanks to the atmospheric ridge overhead. Those big words that I just used are what makes me, well, feel like I'm doing something. That ridge in place is what is going to give us plenty of sunshine. Seriously, the next few days, all about the sunshine and warm weather. Tomorrow, mid-70s, 77 on Saturday, and near 80 by Sunday. It is going to be a beautiful weekend. Keep in mind, it is October. To have this kind of sun, this kind of warmth, and, well, just the fact that it's on a weekend is enough to celebrate. One thing of note before I send it back over to Mark and Whitney, when you're this kind of warm during the day and don't have any cloud cover this time of year, your night does get cold. So when you head out the door, grab that sweatshirt, grab that light jacket. It will make all the difference when the sun goes down.